Stay focused before you end up homeless. Shout out Mr. Keep It Simple. But today, we're reacting to a video from Omni Rider. How my 60K car loan financially ruined me. It's a story time. So, yeah. Lately, I've been big on getting back into finances and stuff. You know, y'all might catch a podcast on the main channel, but yeah. Your boy got a whip, you know, a nigga a little too old to not have had a car, but finally got a car and shit. Finally out here driving, but personally, I'm glad I didn't get a big ass loan to get a cool ass car for the first time I drive. Like, that'd be dumb as fuck. But there are a lot of y'all that are my age and a lot of your guys' peers that go out here and want to be cool, wanna stunt, wanna flex, and they go take out a 80K, 60K, 50K car loan for fucking 48 months. For no, never mind. No, nobody our age is surviving off that, but they'll get that shit for like 6 years. Like 60K. I'm assuming he got a 6-year lease on it, because for some reason, once we turn 18, we could take out loans. We could fucking go into student debt. We could get a car note. And these dealerships, credit card companies, all these, we already know it's about business, guys, but all these companies, corporations, and businesses, they're hella predatory. And for y'all that aren't up on game, you're gonna get got. But, you know, for y'all that have an idea or know what to look out for, you'll be in a better place. And that's kind of what I'm here for. You know, I'm big on finances. I've been studying that shit since I was like 15. I was like, fuck no, I ain't gonna be broke when I grow up. So yeah, now that I'm the age I am, when shit, people my age, people older than me, when I talk to them about finances, I'm like, why am I ahead of you mentally? You know? But whatever. I'm just trying to put you on. But if you listen, you listen. If you're just here for the entertainment, let's get started.
It all started in August of 2015. I was about to turn 21 and enter my senior year in college. I had just completed my second IT internship at Walmart Corporate in Bentonville, Arkansas, and I had saved a pretty nice chunk of change. And
Real quick, I'm thinking Walmart. It depends on what he's doing in Walmart. If he's just a normal associate, then he's probably making like minimum wage or something, a little above it. But Arkansas, it's pretty cheap, or unless he lives like in a big city or metropolitan. For the most part, the South is gonna be way more affordable. Sorry, your boy lives in California, and I'm living on my own. So I'm dealing with paying rent, not living with parents or anything like that. So, but Arkansas, the South, let's see what's up. He got because I'm assuming if he got a big ass car note, he has a job that he feels like he could make pay for it, and he's not paying too much on rent. That's just how I'm seeing it. And you guys are here from my fucking perspective, so y'all gonna listen.
I had a nice job offer waiting for me upon graduation. As you can imagine, I was pretty eager to buy my first car without any financial assistance from anyone else. For those of you that know me, I had two quote unquote realistic dream cars that I'm not ashamed of sharing with you guys, one being the Camaro and the other being the Corvette. I knew that if I could wait until late 2015 or early 2016, I would be
Keep
one of
my
the
comments
first to
to
get my
myself.
hands on a newly revised Gen 6 or 2016 Camaro. However, this wouldn't be a good story if I'd gotten the car that I was supposed to have gotten now, would it? You see, my impatient millennial ass ended up settling for a 2015 V6 Mustang. Sadly, having not
Okay.
brought either of my parents to negotiate pricing for the V6 Mustang, I paid approximately $29,000 out the door with 0% APR for 72 months for a leftover brand new 2015 V6 Mustang. With the
Okay.
18-inch wheel package, it had that rear
So for starters, that's his starter car. Y'all really out here getting Mustangs for your starter cars? Not even old school Mustangs. That's wild. I don't know. I don't know. Sometimes I'm just like, maybe I'm just different. Maybe I just think different because some of the shit people do is out of my mindset. I'm like, I can't even think of that. So good job. But yeah, first car, for starters, that insurance finna be high as shit, especially if you get a sports car or a muscle car or anything flashy. Get a cheap car, write out that insurance, then get a better quote, get a better car. You'll also be in a better position. You'll also be smart enough to where you won't regret making a dumbass decision that's affecting you 6 years down the line.
rear deck lid spoiler and 355 gearing. Hindsight
Oh,
2020,
but
I
it's
should have
cool, huh?
not
It's
surprised my
cool.
parents and brought at least one of them along. That way I wouldn't have gotten as ripped off. I put
Yeah.
5,000 down and signed away what I would have believed to be the next 6 years of car payments at approximately 340 a month.
Okay.
I
Actually, I'm
happily
low.
drove off with my bright yellow Mustang going
Okay. For starters, he's young. And when insurance people, when, sorry, not insurance. I'm just thinking of $300. I wonder how much his insurance was for a first time young male. Because we be getting fucked. Pause. No diddy. But on a Mustang, like that's, I'm expecting him to be paying at least another 300 for that. But fuck, what was I gonna say? Hold up.
340 a month. I happily drove down and signed away what I would
Right. These scammers, bro, and I'm just gonna call them scammers. I'm not gonna call them businessmen, because to be in the industry like a salesperson, unless you have honesty and integrity, you're gonna be a fucking shark. You're gonna be a scammer looking for blood. And when you're young, you're when he sees, oh, he's under 20, he's just smelling fresh meat. I'm finna I'm finna get me my commission today. And like that's tough. That's pretty bad. Cause he's like, I just want a car. Oh shit. I'm only paying 300 a month for this. I could totally do that. But no. No. No, young lad, that's a rookie mistake.
have believed to be the next 6 years of car payments at approximately 340 a month. I happily drove
And for y'all that are getting into stuff like this, or are about to, or just like 2 years, 3 years down the line, they're about to start driving, this stuff you should just start thinking about. Don't be too focused on it, but just have it in the back of your mind. Like when you're about to get your car, just remember, hey, I remember that one time I watched that one guy react to that video, and that guy's car was payment was crazy. Just for starters, the main financial rule is if you get a car, buy it with cash. Like just own it. Don't lease or rent a car because that shit can get repoed or things can go wrong and you don't have a fucking car. If you crash it, you're still left with the loan. So yeah, let's keep it up.
off with my bright yellow Mustang going 40 miles home to show off to my parents and later my peers. Unfortunately, within a week's time, I got a tremendous amount of hate from all sorts of people. I had people randomly shout derogatory words for Asians, seeing as they thought I was just another one of the spoiled international students on campus. Even when I would
Damn, that's tough. I mean, okay, for starters, he's not one of those that did it for the clout or anything or to be recognized. I mean, sure, there was some social shit to it, but you seen what the cars he wanted. He wanted the Camaro and the Corvette. The Mustang is settling, but it's still pretty. It'll get you. It'll keep you on cloud nine for a while. But you know, Mustang drivers do not have a good rep, and yeah.
openly speak English without an accent, they would then say something to the effect of, "Oh, figures, no wonder
I don't know about the whole Asian thing. I have no idea about that, so I'm just putting that out there.
you have a V6 Mustang. You're just another wannabe rich ABC." Looking back now, I can
Oh
safely
shit.
say those comments bruised my ego badly. I had attached my worth, my self worth, to my car. I mean, it was, to me, my pride and joy. At the time, I
Should have
worked
just spent
two jobs
60K
while
on the
going to school
Camaro.
full time. I had a lot of shitty nights, days, and the one thing that kept me going was getting to blow off some steam when I got to drive my precious baby around campus or to home. Even though I had bought this car by myself, no amount of convincing others would change their perspective. It was kind of a
You financed the car by yourself?
heavy pill to swallow. So, fast forward a couple months, someone in my dorm complex had intentionally dinged my rear driver's side quarter panel. That dent was about
Damn.
a quarter size, and it pissed me off. I didn't want to use my insurance, seeing as I thought it would be ridiculous to kind of potentially raise my insurance premiums over such a little ding. So I just wanted to pay out of pocket. The very next day, I skipped one of my classes to actually go to a Ford dealership of all places to get a quote on that ding. First mistake, by the way, don't ever take your car for any cosmetic damage to a car dealership. They're just going to end
Yeah.
up being the middleman for some other third party body shop. Just skip them altogether if you can and go straight to a body shop. You'll easily save a good chunk of change, trust me. So back to that little quarter size
Noted.
ding, it cost me around a whopping $760 because they
Fuck.
had to remove the panel and the rear bumper, color match it, blah blah blah, and I had to go
Bro, and then the thing is, $700. They're doing extra stuff. They could do extra stuff. Claim they did extra stuff. Buy expensive ass premium paint, and then still upcharge by a fucking multiplier. By fucking claiming, oh, it's manual service. It's we gotta raise the price. You're paying for labor and our ability. You could do it yourself or just pay $700 for the small ding. Like that's tough.
4 weeks without my car because they messed up the paint the first time around. I'm not afraid to admit it now, but I was
I'd be
pretty
pissed.
irrational and
I'd be
obsessed with how
pissed.
my V6 Mustang looked. I cared so much for that car afterwards that I had purchased a car cover because I was scarred from that experience. Almost
Yeah.
every night when I would hear a commotion going on outside my dorm room, I'd immediately check my window to see whether or not my car was okay. I literally lost sleep over this car.
Also, just letting y'all know if you in the hood or in the ghetto. One second.
Fast forward into
There we go. If y'all are in the hood or in the ghetto or just anywhere where you actually have to worry about people vandalizing shit, thievery, or robbery, same thing. If y'all are in the area where you gotta watch out for that, definitely do not get a nice car. Because if someone sees an old beat down car, they're gonna be like, oh, let me pass it up. But if they see a fucking Audi in the hood, they're gonna be like, yeah. If they see a BMW in the hood, they're gonna be like, yeah. If they see a Mustang, they don't know anything. They're just like, oh, it's a Mustang, you know? So Just keep that in mind. Just keep that in mind, guys.
To 2016, for the first half of the year, I started buying mods. I remember dropping a collective $3,000 on BBK's long tube ceramic headers, a high flow catted H pipe. I also had a stainless steel resonator delete X pipe that would then go into my Flowmaster Outlaw axle bags. I also
He had bags, but I don't know much about cars. But it sounds like he got a lot of nothing.
had a few canned 93 octane tunes, a cold air intake, and I think that was it.
Okay, now that would sound good, but I'm just letting y'all know you can only drive the speed limit. You can only drive street legal, no matter how cool your car is, no matter how fast it could go. Unless you're on the freeway, you're not driving at those speeds. Unless you're in Texas. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. Even though, statistically, niggas in Texas cannot drive. But watch yourself. Just that's all I'm saying.
Needless to say, I was that obnoxious V6 Mustang on campus. So going into the summer
Yeah,
of
the
2016,
one
I
that
actually
wakes you
moved
up
to
at
Plano,
6 a.m.
Texas, took another job offer, and would start my IT career. Within a few months of attending Cars and Coffee and various Mustang meets, I once again was
Your
ridiculed for
neighbors hate
having a
them.
V6 Mustang. As
Your
you can
wife wants
imagine,
to
just
bang
about
them.
everyone in
Nah,
the
just
car
kidding.
community knows how much hate V6 muscle or pony cars get. I had an unrelenting amount of comments from Mustang GT owners in particular saying that I was driving a ladies or girls car or how I was wasting my money on a slow
Okay.
stang, etc. Over time, those comments really did eat away at me.
I
Again,
mean, I ain't gonna lie. Mustangs, yeah, they're nice. I personally like Camaros, but I've always been like that, even as a kid before I knew what a fucking Camaro was. Anyways, Mustangs, they look cool. I'd give their looks like a 6 out of 10 personally. Some Mustangs a 7, but the newer ones, pretty interesting. But side note, have y'all seen that fucking? Oh my god, I doubt I'm gonna put a picture on the screen, but there's this advanced ass car. Oh my god, it looks. It might have been a Mustang. It might have been like a 2025 Mustang, a futuristic ass Mustang. It was something. It just looks next level. Oh my god. If I remember to come back around 18 minutes and put that shit in there, y'all will see it. But I don't, I'm not editing these videos. Anyways, Mustangs look cool. I give them like a 6.5, but you know, they're fucking loud. They're really fucking loud. That V6 engine be noisy as shit. Like even on startup, you're waking up your neighbors. Like that's why I said your neighbors hate them. But loud, gas guzzling, low mileage per gallon overall, especially with the way you're gonna be driving it. And then shit ain't cheap, so there's a lot of things to go into consideration other than, oh, I'm gonna get something cool. Guys, think I'm gonna get something that, first of all, a car is a fucking tool. The car isn't a toy. It's not a fun thing. Like yes, it can be, but that's when you can afford it. And that's when you go on the track or you go out in a specific area where you can use it as a toy, not a fucking traveling thing, you know? You know what I mean? So there's a lot of things that go into it. A lot of people really don't think about this shit when they get a car. They just think, oh, I want something that goes fast. I want something that looks cool. I want something that has Apple Play.
looking back now, I know for a certainty that part of my reasoning for purchasing a 2017 Camaro SS was to actually shut up the V6 haters. So after only 16 months of ownership, I actually traded my beloved V6 Mustang for a brand new 2017 Camaro 1SS.
At least he got what he wanted. And okay, personally, I don't think he's gonna learn his life lesson until he. Damn. Okay. I don't think he's gonna learn his life lesson until he goes all in, till he goes to the extreme and still realizes it doesn't get him anywhere. He got a Mustang because he thought it was cool. People are gonna hate on him for that. Like, what I'm seeing is peer pressure or peer review, his audience's opinions about him, what he thinks about people. It's seeming like that used to be a big problem, which is why he was like, realistically, you should be like, fuck you. I like my car. I got my car myself. I'm a big boy doing big boy. I'm a big man doing big man shit, and I'm standing on it. But he was like, fuck you guys. I'm gonna get a Camaro. And he put all that money into it. He put all that money into that car. First of all, don't put money into a car you haven't paid off. That's not financially smart. Like, don't mod your car, of course. Repair it and maintenance and replace, but don't mod your shit, bro. Especially if it's still financed.
Yes, as you might expect with car depreciation.
Oh, I'm not done. I'm not done. Oh shit, he's talking about the depreciation of the Camaro too. If he bought it used, that's better. But if he bought a new one, that's terrible. But because we all know cars depreciate. If you don't know, then the value of a car depreciates the moment you step off a lot. Like if drive, what the fuck step? If you get a car for 60K and then you drive it off the lot, bam, 48K right there or 37K. It's damn near a used car, even if it got 0.000 miles on it. The fact that you drove it off the lot. Now, you could find someone who's willing to pay for it, but because they don't know anything and they're just like, okay, but in the end, the second you drive off the lot, it's considered a used vehicle, not worth anything anymore compared to what it is.
And all, I rolled over about 2,500 in negative equity from my V6 Mustang trade-in. Out the door, my
Damn.
Camaro, I was sitting at about $42,000, including that rolled over negative equity. I recalled
Yeah, that's
at that
bad.
point my monthly car payment was about $650 a month for 72
That's
months because I only put 2,000
crazy.
down. Now,
That is crazy. And this is like COVID before COVID. He was ahead of the times. Because nowadays people are paying that much on the regular. Like that's average when realistically a car payment should be like, I don't know, 130, 150, 200 max, 250 max. Because remember, you still got to pay for gas. You still got to get shit checked up. Every so often you need to repair and switch it out. So keep that in mind. Maintenance, upkeep, something something as expensive as a car, you got to understand how to take care of it and all and everything that is implied with owning a car.
Now, for a little while, I was
I'm
finally
not trying to
content.
make
I
this like 40
genuinely
minutes. Fuck,
felt
let's
good about
hurry it up.
myself. I had bought the car of my dreams. It was awesome. I absolutely
Camaros are sexy.
loved the roar of the LT1. Feeling that mighty V8 with 455 horsepower was insane. I thought that for sure this time I was going to be happy and keep this car long term. Boy, was
Oh
I
no.
wrong.
Oh,
Within
he got it
days of
repoed.
attending more car meets, I started
Oh
receiving
no.
different types of hateful comments, such as, quote unquote, nice, you brought your daddy's ride, or slow marrow, or my favorite.
Oh my god. People niggas are just gonna say that about everything. They're just gonna say that about everything. What the fuck did they say about the Mustang? This is the fucking slow staying or no, that was terrible. That's just not what he said. But whatever. Again, peer pressure is the biggest thing. That's the problem. I'm the man. Omni, I hope you figured that out. I hope you don't deal with that anymore. I mean, you got hella subs, so I hope you have the validation. But regardless, don't let the shit that people say about you or about the things you own get to your head. Because in the end, it's your fucking life. Why would they care? And if anything, why do you care? But even more, why the fuck do they care about what's going on in your life, more than you care? Like, you love the Camaro. You ride in it every day. Another thing with, and this is off Omni. This is for anybody who's watching and you got a car that you want flashy. You want to get a car that's flashy, or you just like cars that are like that. Think about it this way. You finance a car, you put yourself in debt, you put yourself in struggle and unnecessary stress because you want people to look at you on the street for less than a minute and never see you again and think you're really fucking cool. That's crazy.
Favorite? Get a real man's car like a Hellcat. To make matters
I'm just saying, I remember the cars that I see. I don't be remembering the people that's inside it. Now, of course, having a cool car is good when you can afford it. I'm just saying, when you're young and it's not the move. Under under 24, under 25, you should not be getting your dream car and shit. Even before 30, that's a
matters
stretch.
worse, and without boring you guys with my other expenses, that $650 monthly payment was starting to get really annoying.
Sorry, real quick, cause think about it. Think about it. When you see the sexiest cars, it's either dudes that are probably in struggling debt, guys that are actually car guys and can afford it, or old ass grandpas, old ass men that retired and can afford to just spend bands on a car. You know? Like the sexiest Corvette I've seen has had an old ass grandpa hop out and I'm just like, hey, okay, pops. Okay, Gramps, do your shit. But if y'all if y'all ride cheap in your 20s, by your 30s you can actually afford to get your fucking dream car, cuz everybody tries to get their dream car in their 20s, which puts them in debt. So in their 30s they can't even afford their dream car. They got to take a regular commuter, a regular economy car that they can't fucking stand cuz they want to fuck, and that's why everybody gets trucks and anyways.
I started to realize
Oh god, don't even get me started on fucking
that a
trucks,
lot of
but
my peers, friends, family members were getting to spend their money on other things that I perceived to be the natural path in life. People were beginning to buy their first little homes, they were getting engaged, some were even getting married and having kids, experiencing new things, the list just went on and on.
so
Meanwhile,
again, he's
I
going
was
on
just
about his
screwing
peers.
around with my supposed dream car. I couldn't even muster up enough savings to justify purchasing a $3,000 catback.
Real quick, whenever if you guys ever, I'm trying to figure out the best way to phrase this. Okay, so if you guys have any external stress, external problems that don't come from money, health, grades, or shit like that, if it comes from other people, take a moment to yourself and think, why am I letting it get to me? Am I not happy with what I'm doing? Cause look, the way he worded it, the way he just phrased that. Let me rewind it for y'all.
Having kids,
Listen to how he
experiencing
phrases
new
it.
things, the list just went on and on. Meanwhile, I was just screwing around with my supposed dream car.
Nigga, you have your dream car. Oh, everybody's having wife or everybody's having kids and getting married, and I'm just here with my dream car. Like, bro, you got your fucking dream car. Like, are you not living your dreams to your standards? Did you want to have a wife and a kid by then? Or did you want to have a fucking Camaro, you know? So it's like the way your perspective is big, especially on peer pressure, because you could be doing exactly what you fucking want. You could be happy in your world, living your best fucking life, not hurting a soul, just having a blast. And someone comes to you and they're like, why are you so happy? And that just ruins everything because now you're like, wait, why am I happy? Why am I enjoying life? Bam, you're depressed. Example, this YouTube channel. People could be like, why do you make videos? Why do you shut the fuck up? Shut the fuck up. Like, you gonna watch it? No. Okay. Why do you care? Now if you actually want to get down to my philosophy and just why I enjoy doing it, we could do that. Or in the end, I just like doing it. No reason. Can it be that simple? Like, drugs, not what I'm this does not apply to drugs, but if you enjoy doing something, don't let anybody tell you otherwise. Unless it hurts people, unless it's something that hurts yourself, do it. Be free and do it. Like, so, there's a big ass checklist. No gambling, none of the stuff Diddy's done, none of the stuff, So, let's get back to it. Let's just peer pressure. Focus on yourself. If you're happy with yourself, it's hard to care what other people think about you because in the end, you understand you've gone through shit. You have your own life and you're going your experiences have built yourself up to the point where you're at. So only you and God know what you've been through. You're the only one and God that have watched your experience up to this very point. God knows how the rest is gonna go, but we're just here for the ride for it. So, who could really fucking judge you? Not that motherfucker that's only known you for 3 months. Not that motherfucker that's known you for 8 years. Not even your fucking parents. They don't know what you go through when they're not around you. So, get your fucking Camaro. Be happy. Listen to that shit rev. You're spending your money on it. Be fucking happy. That's just the shit that gets me.
I couldn't even muster up enough savings to justify
But
purchasing
that
a
debt is crazy. And
$3,000
then what is that
catback
fucking
exhaust system,
insurance? Talk about that
despite
insurance.
badly wanting to. Anyways, after working in Plano, Texas for about 2 years, I decided to take up an opportunity
How much was he
with my
making?
company that I work for and help start up a new team in Phoenix, Arizona. I packed up my things and moved by
Arizona is also very affordable. So from Arkansas to Arizona, very affordable. Again, I live in California. So yeah, California, fucking New York, pretty sure some I don't know. There's a few cities out there where it's just ridiculous. A few states where like the whole state is just ridiculous cost of living. And then the Midwest and the South is just cheap as fuck.
May 2018. I thought to myself, surely the car scene here would be less toxic, seeing as in Texas, everyone is obsessed with
Nope, nope, you're close to Cali
stock
and Nevada.
numbers. If you didn't run at least 700 horsepower, you ain't shit there. A spoiler alert, the Southwest and West Coast.
For starters, guys, again, regular people do not need these fucking supercars. They do not need souped out, tuned cars. You're driving on the road. You're not gonna drive more than 20 miles on a regular day. You're not gonna be in there for over 3 hours. And even if you are in there for 3 hours, you wouldn't want to drive that bitch at 120. You're not gonna be flying at Playboy Cardi numbers down the highway. So realistically, why are you getting souped up? Why are you getting this shit souped up? If you get stuff for your car, get aesthetics, get appearance, get functionality, but don't get things to where your shit is it. I'm not gonna say it should be illegal to have cars of that horsepower because the law pretty much makes it illegal to have cars of that fucking horsepower on the road. You could barely drive those things. And even if you do, cops are gonna be watching you. They're gonna be hearing that exhaust fucking crack, and they're gonna be just hearing you hawking you down every corner, you know? So let's finish this fucking video, bro. We're almost at 40 minutes.
isn't much better. I mean, people over here are just downright cruel. I had people make fun of my disabled friend with a Gen 6 Camaro ZL1 simply because it was an automatic. Like, he can't even.
Look, I mean, he got an automatic Camaro. I would, but imagine being like, you're fucking retarded. Why'd you get an automatic Camaro? And then, bro, actually has mental disability. That would be tough. It's like, what are you?
Can't even use his left leg. Come fall of 2018, I actually hit my lowest point in my life,
That's
financially
tough.
speaking. I had these endless internal conflicts with myself. I played out what felt like hundreds of scenarios in my head about what I should do next to financially secure myself and my girlfriend. So, come December of 2018, I
Problem.
decided to purchase a leftover
Ah.
2018 Volkswagen GTI. Once again, hindsight 2020, that
Ah.
was yet another stupid, no, scratch that, idiotic mistake. Don't get me wrong, the GTI is a good car.
Realistically, 2 years of the Camaro, he could have kept it for maybe another two, and then in that time he could have 650 a month. Okay, yeah, 650 a month. 2 years it would have been sold out. It sounds like he was a car guy, so he definitely was keeping up with maintenance and driving it well. So let's say another fucking 5K on just upkeep and just probably modding more shit. Nah, just 5K on upkeep. Bro could do that. He could so do that. And then he has a car paid off. He doesn't have to get a cheap little Volkswagen. Now, I'm not sure what model he listed. I'm not sure what car that is, but I'm not really a fan of Volkswagen. Plus,
really do enjoy it, but I only purchased it
oh, okay, there you go. Plus, I hear that mechanics hate repairing
because
these
in the short
things.
term, it would alleviate some of the insurance premiums, the high registration/renewal taxes that Arizona
There you
had,
go.
and
That
gas
makes sense.
prices. I hate myself to this day for doing this. I should have taken the bullet, swallowed that pill, and just bought a used,
Yeah.
say, 2015 Hyundai Sonata or something.
Real quick, guys. Again, buying a car in cash or just getting a cheap used car. That's the move. What if we gone over dealing with cars? Plan your shit, be prepared for what you're gonna deal with, and don't let peer pressure make you consider a specific car. Get a car because you like it. Get a car because you could see yourself driving in it, especially for the fucking price. Because for how cheap it is, you're gonna be able to travel. For how cheap it is, you could have someone else that really fucks with you and doesn't care about, oh, we're in a cheap car. You could really have someone with you. But hey, if you gotta get a fucking BMW to have someone in the passenger seat, hey, maybe the problem isn't the BMW.
Something boring to save money. But I cared so much about what other people would think of me. I made up, again, scenarios where I
Yep.
thought to myself,
Yeah.
my subscribers or random people would lose respect for me because I would.
Your subscribers will lose respect for you because you're a guy over the computer that we watch and you're driving a cheap car. Bro, they don't see you off the fucking screen. If y'all niggas got on me for the car that I drive, I'll be like, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. I would just laugh. I'll be like, you're fucking the internet, man. People. And it's a problem when we let that shit get to our head. First of all, peer pressure in reality, and then peer pressure from the internet. So, hey, I really hope I'm saying something to y'all. Like, I'm here talking. I hope I'm really just talking. Or I hope I'm really not just talking, but, you know, whether I'm talking or not, this is just a certified yap shush that gets posted online, or if I'm actually giving advice to people out here that are ready to receive the information and could go on and use it for their life. Whether I'm doing that or not, I enjoy it. And what else would I be doing right now? So hey, if y'all are actually gaining something from it, leave a comment. Tell me about some car notes or something, because honestly, I want to see some engagement down the line, a year down the line, a few months down the line. I want to have a chat. I want to have, because realistically, y'all niggas be funny. If you're watching 40 minutes in, you're cool. And you're probably going to be one of those people that are either watching my videos, watching my chat, or you're going to be in the chat. If y'all see streamers and shit, most of their content is their chat just being funny as fuck and then getting the streamer to rage. I'm like, yo, if chat be that interactive, we could have a fucking community. Like, we could really get some good shit going that's positive and can legit. I'm not trying to change the world. I'm just trying to have a cool little group of people that want to be productive and just better their life, better the people around them. But a lot of the streamers I see, and I have a video on hold for this. I might just delete that and just re-upload it, just re-talk and remake it. Cause a lot of these streamers, man, they be out here, they just do it for the content. They do it for the clout. Like, yes, they like the people, but it only goes that deep, They're not really a lot of streamers aren't really out here for the growth of people as a whole. But then again, as a person, they haven't grown to that point either. And Lindo Sama said that shit about I'm Dante and a lot of other streamers, but it's all about maturity, especially spiritual maturity. Because if you're as a spirit, if you're still immature mentally, if you're still immature, you're just gonna be living a life where you're doing immature shit. Like, people who are out here going to bars, going to clubs, fucking and doing drugs and just caught up in the hedonistic lifestyle. Their spirit got some cleaning it has to do, it has some training it has to do in the gym. Their mind has some discipline and preparation it got to do. So, like, for what comes forward. So, that's just some real shit. And again, if y'all can relate or if y'all are listening and it actually is something you could apply to your life and something that is positive for you in any of my videos, drop a like, drop a like. Leave a comment that says I like buttered toast because buttered toast slaps. So let's continue.
I would be downgrading all the way to
I
a
haven't had a
family
buttered toast in
sedan,
like
so I
forever.
wanted something with a
That was
little
so
more
fucking
street
random.
cred and practical for where my life was going. Hence, I joined the hatchback life.
That was so
Out the
random. I'm
door,
so
the
quirky.
GTI with the rollover
Hatchback
negative
life.
equity from my
I
Camaro
can't. I can't do hatchbacks.
was a spicy $29,000, and my monthly
He got left with 29K. Okay, 29K, but yeah, no, I would not want to pay that premium on car
payment
insurance.
would be
Fuck
about
that.
510 for 60 months. Now, finally heading into 2021,
I don't know for like, yeah, no, that's actually like $400, $500 less with car insurance and the $130 drop in the car note, something like
by
that.
May of this year, I can proudly say I will be auto debt free. I've saved up enough
Hey,
money to
good
blast
job,
away the remaining
congrats.
debt comfortably. Finally, I've gotten to a place in my life where I am much better off financially speaking. I've
Sorry, first of all, I'm just thinking about that poor Camaro. Fuck the Mustang at the beginning. That poor Camaro, bro. It got modded. He put all that work into it. And now it's just, hopefully someone else got it. But it's probably just stripped for its parts. They probably just sold it. And he still got left with the debt and left with the Volkswagen. Like, yes, once he pays off the car, it'll be cool, but then he'll have to ride that Volkswagen around, and then hopefully he saves up like 10K, get him a nice. Fuck that. Never mind. The car market's terrible, guys. If y'all aren't looking for a car, good. Hopefully, in like 3 years, it's a lot better, cause shit, used cars be going. You could barely find a used car for like 8K. It seems like 10K is the starting asking price, and if you go to a dealership, like 8K. So Facebook Marketplace, honestly, Craigslist, eBay. I wouldn't say CarMax or Carvana because you know you could make dumb decisions financing yourself on a loan, especially for cars that are hella expensive. Just because, I know what I'm doing. So yeah, get a used car if you can afford it outright. If you can't afford it, figure out a way to save up and then afford it, or get a cheaper option. As long as it's reliable and it works and it got AC and Bluetooth, you should be chilling.
I've gotten a couple promotions, a few raises, rented out my room for $750 a month in my house. I had some YouTube monies, of course. After
Damn,
nearly 6 long years, I will finally be auto debt free come this May. And
good
truth
job,
be told, I will
good job.
likely stay auto debt free for at least a year or two, or more if I like it.
Yep,
Priorities inevitably change as
yep.
we get older, and I will.
Like I said, his priorities. I didn't say that, but his priorities are less off people, more on what actually matters, like his finances and his future. Which is why, as a young nigga, I'm trying to get the younger niggas and the niggas my age. Sorry for the non niggas that can't say nigga. I'm trying to get my people, my age, Gen Z, Gen Alpha, to peep this financial shit, to peep how bad everything's going. Only because, well, yes, corporations are greedy and just the whole financial structure is an L as a whole. L for loans, because we're loaning out our money to. Never mind. As a whole, it's an L, but also that people are making dumb decisions that put them in the debt, that makes the economy even worse. See, the economy was structured assuming people were financially responsible, but obesity in America is over 50%, so people aren't even responsible with their dietary health. So,
Openly acknowledge that I just don't think cars, at least for
good
me,
thing
are
he's
worth
focusing on
my
this
financial
finance.
sanity.
Facts! No, facts! Facts! Guys, why is a fucking. Think about the shit people spend their money on. Are you really spending half? Okay, first of all, if you go to the South, if you go to the Midwest, some people spend some people lease a fucking house on a car. Meaning they spend 100K on a fucking truck. They could have bought a fucking house. Now of course the house costs a lot. Maintenance, taxes, all that shit, upkeep, all that shit. But still, a car you could drive around and look cool that you gotta repair and pay insurance for, or a house that can, the shit a house has, it accrues value, equity, all that. I'm not trying to explain that. If you're into the housing, you are. If you're into cars, you are. Whatever. This isn't a finance channel. It's just a fucking reaction channel. I'm just some dude recording a video, reacting, and yeah. Just gotta use that disclaimer because niggas on the internet be like, oh, how do you not know this and this about that fucking house? People spend dummy money on dummy shit. People will spend 30. Let me be more realistic. People will spend $5,000 on a watch. That is like 10 months of rent. Wait, nope, I'm tripping. That's like 5 months of rent for some people, you know? That's good. That's really good. But But it's just all it's just all fucking priorities. It really is. A lot of people don't have their priorities right. And then also over assuming like when you do see that 300 a month, you think, "Oh, I make 3,000. I make that's like 10%." Fuck, is that 10%? Yeah, that's 10%. It's early, guys. It's in the early in the morning in the AM. It's fucking 5:20, and we've been on this shit for 50 minutes, so that shows. And this is probably gonna go on for like another. We got 3 minutes left. That means okay. You know how NBA time is like 48 minutes. It's gonna be 2 hours. Tyreek time. Okay, we got 3 minutes. That means this gonna be like a 15 more. This gonna be an hour and 5 minutes. Watch it. Fuck, I forgot what I was talking about. Regardless, he's focused on his finances. He's not tripping about the peer pressure of having a car. Man has a woman now, is I think so, and he has a stable YouTube career. So
Given the events of
hopefully
2020, I
he's cool and can just save up, get himself a nice little owned car that he likes that's still stable. Like you could really find some sleepers if you got 15K. You could find a car with low mileage, a car that's hella reliable, and a car that you just the vibe is right, you know? Look, oh, that's what I was talking about. I was talking about people spending money on shit that I'm gonna just go back to that real quick. Cost to benefit analysis. What is the benefit to having this compared to how much I'm spending on it? I do that with personally almost everything. I break it down to is this value equal to how much I'm spending on it? And could I use this money towards something else? Because realistically, instead of buying $200 worth of J's, I could put that in stocks, you know? But is the value from what I'm getting gonna be equivalent to what I could be putting it in instead? So I could be doing this. There's a fucking term for it. There's a specific term for when you can be doing something, but you do something else because it can have a higher yield. I just forgot what that specific term was. If y'all know it in the comments, say it. But because I know y'all niggas are smart. So if you're on this channel listening to me ramble on about finances, yeah, you're fucking smart. So, well, if you're listening to me ramble on about finances, you may not be, but we're definitely learning. All of us are learning this stuff together. It's not anything anybody could say, oh, I know this for sure, unless they've been doing finances for fucking 20 plus years. But yeah, I could be honest and say, I don't know the shit. I'm learning, but from the time I have been learning this, I'm just gonna be saying learning a lot, but from the time I've been studying finances, I've gotten a decent amount of experience to know how to be stable.
like having
So,
that
yeah,
financial flexibility and stability. I like traveling, and I want to have more than just one expensive.
stability. For y'all that are watching it, for y'all that are watching these reactions, I just want y'all to know the long ass videos, the longer they go on, it's just how I am. I'm gonna get more candid. I'm gonna get more uncensored, more myself. I don't know, but there's like a warm up process to it, especially if I haven't been reacting for a while. Like if I go from one video to the next, y'all will probably tell just off how I start the video. But videos like these, you could tell, oh, yeah, this he's fucking talking. Yeah, he's on one today. But I just want to say, for y'all that don't believe in God, God likes to show some things through me, and you know, I'm not saying things happen for a reason or coincidences happen. I'm just saying God be at work. That's all I'm saying, you know. So if you see any coincidences with the stuff that I speak and you listen to, and the stuff that happens in reality, like in your life, or the next thing that happens on camera, don't be surprised. That's just God showing, yeah, I'm here. I'm real. And that's not me flexing. That's not me trying to be like, oh, I'm better than anybody. God love me. I mean, He loves all of us, you know. Jesus loves all of us. But it's just me going to show you that, like, the shit I'm saying is real. Like, it's real shit that's going on, you know. Like, it's confirmation that, oh, yeah, I am thinking the right thing, you know. Like, if I say, oh, this shit about car notes, and you don't even bring up car loans or talk about a car, and your friend just brings it up, hey, you know, things happen for a reason, right?
Hobby. I would have likely experienced and accomplished more in my early 20s had I not had a hefty car payment saddling me or setting me back.
Yeah,
Don't get me wrong, I'm still an
yeah,
advocate for cars if
guys, guys, and that's what I was saying. That's what I was saying. People drive a car in their 20s that they can't afford. In their 30s, they have to drive a cheap car, and then by the time they're 60 and they retire, they can finally afford that fucking luxury car. Drive a cheap car in your 20s. You're young. You can be broke. Remember, if y'all have seen that meme, fuck, another timestamp I gotta remember. I think I'm actually gonna go back and put that in there. If I did, good job. So, if y'all remember that meme where the guy was like, I know, nigga, I'm 12. Where he was like, yo,
Yo, dick small, cuz.
my dick is little.
I'm a child, nigga. I know.
That meme. Yeah, when you're young, if niggas call you broke, it'd be like, I know, nigga, I'm insert your age. Now, y'all that aren't black, that's not me giving you the N word pass, but that's definitely me saying, use your age as an excuse for being broke. Now, that's not an excuse for making terrible financial decisions, but it's an excuse for people assuming that you don't have money. I'm just saying. Y'all will never see me bougie and flashy. Of course, I'm gonna have nice things because I like nice things. I'm a fucking Taurus, but I'm not gonna be out here stunting and flexing. I'm not gonna be flexing on these hoes and shit, trying to look cool. Cause realistically, okay, niggas are the type to put ones and then 100 around it. I like to put hundreds and then a one around it, so people think I got hella ones. It's like, nah, these are bands, but you don't need to know that. You don't need to know that I have fucking money. Why does that shit matter to you? And it really doesn't matter unless you want to use the money, which no one's using me for money. I will give it to you if you deserve it. But even then, it's your hard earned fucking money. Bitch, go get your own money. Don't be a fucking beggar. Don't be a fucking beggar, fucking loser, you know? And realistically, we're all adults. We're all we all should be old enough to understand how to make our own financial moves to where we're not in debt, to where we don't have to ask people for money, to where we can always have that stash stacked up, you know. So I really just want a bunch of young people out here to not have terrible finances. Like, realistically, if I could get everybody that watches me to have decent finances, a decent body, and a decent mindset in life, I'm doing my job. At the least, if you get a laugh, I'm doing something. Now, if I get you pissed off and you're really just hating this video because I'm like breaking down something within your lifestyle that you just can't accept, that's good because you're actually looking at yourself. So keep it up, man. But If you're ranting because, oh, this was supposed to be an hour and 5 minutes and now it's gonna be a fucking hour and 20, you might be right, bro. We've gotten through 1 minute in like 10 minutes. Oh my god. Oh my god. I know these content creators are gonna be mad at me. They're gonna be like, oh my god, who is this guy? Rick Reacts. If that's even the name I keep, they're gonna be like, who is this guy? He fucking just blows up a video. It's like 3 minutes and he makes it 30. How does he even fucking? Because I'm doing more than reacting. I'm adding actual commentary. I'm sorry if you guys I'm sorry if you guys haven't seen a reaction channel where people actually react and provide their insight on the topic at hand, but that's what the fuck I'm doing. So enjoy. Really, and I'm gonna talk my shit. Like speaking of talking shit, Trump said some shit. Trump said a lot of shit about internet censorship. So we just gonna see. And realistically, a lot of people are enjoying, like, a lot of people find the honest, human, just genuine talk, that they find that authenticity. They find it like a breath of fresh air, and it is, because a lot of media, a lot of people try to act like shit they aren't. And, it's just the truth is a breath of fresh air.
If you have the means to do so and you really do enjoy cars, go
Oh
out
yeah,
there and
car
treat
payments.
yourself to something nice. Get that dream car you've always wanted. Don't necessarily let this video deter you in any way. Despite
If you're financially able
everything,
to.
I still did love all three cars. The Mustang for its heritage, the Camaro checked off one of my lifelong dreams, and the GTI is a spunky little boy. Again, just don't be
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Like, one day, I might probably drive a Tesla, but like a Model S, but Model S, Model Y, Model X, Model X. No, fuck. I like the sports type, the one that's like, I think it's the Roadstar. I don't fucking know the Teslas. I just know it's a Tesla, and it's a low cut type of car, not the big chunky ones, or a Cybertruck. I seen the Cybertrucks. The Cybertrucks are actually pretty cool. I don't know. Before I was even 18, I seen the Tesla. I was like, oh my god, tech in a fucking car. That's so fucking cool. So Tesla was always technically my dream car, but I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. The 911 pretty nice too. Like, it's a solid car. Yeah, I get that bitch Spider. Anyways. So fucking, I don't even know why the fuck
be
did
an
I
idiot
pause
like
it?
myself and potentially ruin yourself financially. You never know if and when you could lose your job or main source of income and have to potentially resort to selling your car or parting it out. That would be kind of
Facts.
miserable.
That's facts.
So if you made it this
That
far
would
into the
suck.
video, some
And that's why owning it is the best, because you don't have to default on a payment you can't afford. Especially with the car loans, you can't just be like, shit, I can't afford it. That repo man finna come.
lessons to take away
Like the
with you
boogeyman,
are:
like the
one,
fucking
don't
Grim
make
Reaper for your
irrational
car.
financial decisions based
Take
on
him to the
emotions
junkyard.
at the time, and especially don't buy something to feed your ego. This is arguably the hardest thing.
And it's definitely the ego, and it's definitely humility that was. Okay, look. For y'all that don't believe in God, my channel, everything I say is just gonna prove it. Sorry, but God be talking through me. God be using me as a vessel sometimes, and I allow it. I want God to use me, not no fucking demons. Like, niggas really use demons. They allow demons to possess them. They allow them to enter their vessel and alter their decisions, their thoughts and shit. That's wild. We only allow the Holy Spirit here. Sorry, but all my subs are going to heaven, and that don't mean just because you sub, you going to heaven. But anyways, the ego. When you humble yourself, when you show the virtue of humility, it takes away from that greed. It takes away from that wanting to feel clouded up. That you know We already talked about it.
For
Y'all
most
know.
car guys to accept, including myself. I had to dig deep and ask myself, am I really buying this car because I genuinely enjoy or want it? Or am I buying it because I think it'll make me look cool, feel cool, etc.? Because
You want to feel like a car guy. You want to feel like you got the bitches. You want to feel like that because that's what we see. That's what they show us. That's what they make us want to think. So we can spend money on these dumbass cars and dumbass jewelry and shit. Dumbass yachts and planes. What the fuck? They make this shit so we can consume it. But if in the end we're happy with the cheap shit we got, if we, cause personally, I don't know about y'all. Y'all might be pussy, but I enjoy grinding. I enjoy getting it out the mud. I don't like when shit's easy. I like when there's a little difficulty. When shit's too easy, I'm like, why is this too easy? I like when there's resistance. It makes me work harder. It makes me enjoy the fight. It gives me something to work for. So, getting all the luxury shit, getting shit that's all nice and bougie, I'm like, I don't know. That just wouldn't feel like me, you know? Now, again, in the future, y'all definitely will see me in a nice ass place, but I will always remember that root. You know how people say, "Remember where you came from." Yeah, when you lose that sense of rootedness, you're gonna just dive off into the deep end.
I can tell you right now that after all those car meets, those car shows, at the end of the day, most everyone will not remember you or whatever expensive car
What did I say earlier? What did I
you
say
decided
earlier?
to buy. Yet you will still be stuck with that monthly bill for the next 4, 5, 6, or even
Yup,
7 years. Was it and is it
yup.
still really worth it to you? What are you willing to give up every single month for you to have this car? The second lesson would have to be I shouldn't have
Exactly.
purchased a new car, let alone 3 times.
And again, that debt is stressful for y'all that don't have bills and stuff. For y'all that still live with your parents, enjoy it. Enjoy it. Live with your parent. Stack up as much as you can and then get the fuck out and never come back. Well, of course, y'all that resonate with that, feel that, but y'all that love your parents, go back. But the stress of having a monthly payment that eats from your check, that's not fun. The stress of having any type of debt, not fun. But when that check comes in and all you got to pay is insurance, when that check comes in and you just got to worry about topping off your gas or switching out some things, you don't got to worry about, oh, I got to pay rent. I got to pay my car note, insurance, and then I also got to fill up gas, and then the fucking tire popped, and now the check engine light is on, and that's how people don't have the extra funds to save. So the debt that it digs you in, it kind of builds up on itself. Because imagine every month, instead of paying, let's say you have a $400 car note compared to someone with $200. Person A got $500 car note. Person B got $200. That's a $400. Let's just use 400. That's a $200 difference between person A and B. Over 1 year, that's $24,000. Instead of putting it into a car that is $200 a month more, plus probably another 36 per month, comparing their insurances, that's probably the difference. And just off that, you're missing out crucial savings, especially when you're under the age of 25. Oh my god, if y'all are under 25 and you can save up 200 a month, do that shit. Put it in a savings account, 200 a month, $100 a check, put it away, don't ever touch it. Look, if you have, look, y'all could spend money on dumb shit and somehow still be broke at the end of the month, right? No matter what happens, if you live paycheck to paycheck, you still end up broke. So if you could find a way to save $100 a month and never touch it and still end up broke, you'll at least have $100 a month. You, $200, whatever. Let's say let's use that person A, person B example. If they still went broke with that car note every month, they'd still be spending $200 extra. Person A, $400 car note, still goes broke. They can't save anything. Let's say both of them, oh, fuck, terrible. Person A, person B, both of them can't save anything. I might not even need that. Fuck it. You could save more with less, and that shit compounds on itself, especially if you have in like a savings account or if you invest and you know what you're doing and you have positive gains on it. So let's finish the video.
In a row, in a short time frame, my dumbass, I wanted to strangle myself every.
Oh my god, real quick, I know y'all that financial stress terrible, but I know y'all that are looking at the timestamp back when I said, oh, this could be a 1 hour and 5 minute video. Y'all are like, damn. Y'all are like, what the hell? How did
every day? Believe me, if you
13
can
minutes?
buy a used
It's actually
car of your
ridiculous.
dreams, you'll thank yourself later when you're not stuck at
Facts.
home with a cup of.
For starters, guys and girls, got like 0.5%. Anyways, if y'all can find a used car that's like 28,000, if you do want to finance a car of your dreams, get the used car of your dreams. You know, it's better than buying it new with all the faults. Now, definitely gotta know what you're doing, because you don't want to get fucked and get something that could like break down a year into buying it, 3 years into buying it without proper maintenance, so, or with proper maintenance. Like if you're upkeeping the car the way you should, it shouldn't break down in 3 years, and I would say that would be fairly worth it. But still, saving up until you can afford it, that savings will build on itself. Plus the comfortability of not having to pay a note, plus that insurance, it definitely helps.
Ramen every
Just
night,
in
even
life.
after college, although it still slaps. The third lesson would
Yeah.
have to be hate will
Ramen slap.
always exist. No matter what car you get, just love it, love yourself, and forget the hate. Seriously, there will always be a bigger
Yep.
car, a faster car, a more expensive
Yep.
car. Make your car your own and make yourself happy first. I definitely still have my preferences and will hate on some cars. That's just the natural order of things. And lastly, the
Yeah,
fourth
everybody
and
has
final
preferences
lesson
and
would have to
biases.
be, if you take anything away from this video, anything at all, it's that Miata is always the answer.
Miatas are pretty nice. This one has eyes. What the
It's
fuck?
that Miata.
That one has eyes. Okay, we'll end it there. But yeah, that was Omni's video on how a 60K car loan financially ruined him. What video? I'm pretty sure I've seen one of his videos. This is 3 years ago. I guess he makes story times for other people. Is he one of the driving channels? Because I don't follow him, but
This lady signed away.
okay. Whoa, 138 scat. Okay, I'm at a year ago. Oh no, why did he stop? Oh, guys, he stopped. 99 videos. He almost cracked 100, and he could have cracked 100K. We hate to see that, man. Looks like he was dropping videos, just hella talking about cars, car stories. Yeah, bro was popping off. And then he stopped. Damn, that's gonna happen to this channel one day. Sorry, we haven't even popped off. But it's gonna happen one day. And I hope y'all are here for the ride, from the beginning.
It all
This lady
started in
signed away
August of
over
Oh my God.
$138,000 for a
Okay.
scat pack. Car
Okay.
prices aren't dropping fast enough because you still have idiots getting finessed for everything and then some on their
Where the
car
fuck is that coming
purchases.
from? Where's
At the
that
time of
sound
writing
coming
this
from?
video, dealers
There we go. Okay. Technical difficulties, guys. Thanks for sticking around.
It all
So,
started in August of
ending notes. There are no ending notes. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope you learned something. I pretty much said everything I needed to say. So, yeah, y'all definitely got my opinion, and you could count on that. I just hope that you guys genuinely move forward and think about this in the back of your mind. I want you guys to be adults, and one thing, like, as I go day to day and I grow as a person and I experience the adult world more, I'm just like, that's funny. I'm in grown folks business now. Like, I'm thinking like an adult. When I see nice cars, I'm not thinking, damn, that's a nice car, I wish I had it. First of all, I'm never thinking that. But I'm thinking, damn, that's a nice car, I wonder how much their insurance is for that. So, yeah, if y'all enjoyed the video, drop a like. If you've watched Omni Rider, we gotta go to this man's Instagram. Look, we gotta rate this man. I want you to rate this man's Twitter or Facebook or Instagram and tell him to come back. Like, actually, I'm not for negative shit, but we're gonna do this. We're gonna be so negative that we bring him back to some positive. Well, y'all can't see that. I'm gonna have to go censor that. We gotta force man to come back. Cause I'm just cutting it out. I'm just gonna cut that out. Yeah, I can't be on Instagram unless I'm signed in. We gotta bring Omni Rider back. Unless he don't want to come back. Like, if he just chooses not to come back, then okay. But these videos are great, and I'm definitely gonna be watching more of his videos. But they're also shorter, Sometimes I actually like to, like, of course these videos, especially with this voice, would be great just to learn some shit about cars. And I think I don't know if I watch his cars on this. I don't know if I watch his channel on this channel, but I've definitely seen a video or two from his. 6 years, damn. He was back in YouTube Prime back in like 2018. Yeah, he definitely has that vibe. He has like 2018 YouTube vibes. Right before COVID, peak. But that's Omni, man. Definitely go find this man. And if he wants to make videos, let's bring him back. Cause that's great. But also, if y'all enjoyed the video, drop a like, subscribe. If I made the video too long, comment and leave a hate comment about how this is too long. If it's too long, talk about how it's perfect. Ooh, I was gonna say, I love when people, especially people who have experience and are informed in their stuff or have stories, just talk and make long videos that I could just listen to in the background of whatever I'm doing. And I would definitely listen to, like, I won't say a podcast, but no, just like a long form video of this guy talking about cars, just him rambling and stuff. Cause even though we just react to a video about cars, y'all learned some stuff that wasn't even car related because I went off topic. And that's just versatility. Because as people, we're not just straightforward. We're not just cookie cutter. We're not plain and simple. Y'all come to me for different things. So I want to give y'all different sides of me. You guys don't just come for the reactions. You don't just come for the gaming. You don't just come for the whatever the fuck I put on my main channel. You guys come for me. So I'm going to give you me, especially in the topic that we're talking about. So yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed it. If you want more of me, fuck, an hour and 20 shit. If y'all want more, check out my other videos. Link in the description. I'm gonna end it here before it gets too long. I'll see y'all.